Hi, good morning. I'm Lori Glenn, and today is day one of a very merry month of mindful meditation. So, I'll be offering 31 days of mindfulness meditation to help you ease through the holidays. So, this first video will have a little bit more instruction than the following videos throughout the month, just so we can get you set up with how this is going to go. So, today's practice will be a short one, just about 5 minutes, but we'll start with this instruction. So, here's how the month will go. Today we'll start with instruction and a 5-minute practice, and then that practice will get you through till Monday. So you'll practice it today, Saturday, Sunday, and then on Monday, and every Monday for the month of December, I will post a new meditation which will get a little bit longer and a little bit more detailed in the practice of the mindfulness technique. The final meditation will be on New Year's Eve at 7 a.m. And that will be your final meditation and a little farewell to send you off into your practice for 2017. So, you certainly don't have to tune in at 7 a.m. If that doesn't work for you, you can tune in later. But just know that those are the times that I'll be posting the videos. Excuse me. So, there are lots of styles and types of meditation out there. And while I personally practice several of them myself, the one that I consistently come back to and that I regularly teach in my classes is the mindfulness technique. Mindfulness meditation is derived from the Buddhist tradition of Vipassana, and I just would like to give credit to my personal teachers, Tara Brock and primarily Jack Cornfield. So one of the things I really love about this technique is that you don't need any special equipment, you don't need any special protocol, you don't need any special location, you don't have to remember any special words. You really just need yourself, the intent to practice, and the content of your life to serve as the context for the meditation. So in that way, it's really simple and really accessible at any time. So, on that note, you can do this literally anytime, anywhere. However, there are some things that can help you to have a little bit more effective and sustainable practice. And I'd like to share those tips with you today that you can use throughout this month. So the first one is time of day. There was a study at Harvard done that actually examined when is the best time to practice meditation. And literally the results of the study were that the best time to practice is when you will practice. While that might sound redundant, it basically means do it when you know you'll do it. Set yourself up for success. So, for example, I'm here at 7 a.m. sharing with you. I practiced earlier this morning at around 6 a.m. That might not be a good time for you. Maybe you're getting kids ready for school in the morning or you're rushing out to work. Maybe it's better for you to practice in the afternoon when everybody's gone or in the evening when everybody's gone to bed. So determine the time that's best for you and choose that time. And then the secondary part of that is to try to practice at the same time every day. So if you chose in morning, practice at the same morning time every day. This just helps to lay down the foundation of habit and regularity that will start to help you reap the benefits of the practice a little bit faster. My second suggestion is in reference to location. If you can have a dedicated space for your meditation practice like I do here in my home office, that's wonderful. But if you don't have the space for that, maybe it's just a corner in your bedroom or the guest room or a corner in your living room where you can set down a cushion and know that that's where you're going to practice and that it's ready to go for you. The other part of that is if you can choose a quiet location, that's ideal. Again, the content of our life serves as part of the practice, so noises aren't a problem, but a quiet place, especially when you're beginning a practice, is really nice to have. And then the third part of location is ideally choosing a place where there won't be any disturbances. So if you're like me, I've got a dog that likes to join in on everything I'm doing, including meditation. Maybe you have kids or a partner that might interrupt. So I suggest if they're home and you're in a room, putting just a sign on the door, please do not disturb. I'll be out in 10 minutes or whatever it might be. And just let them know that you're practicing so that you can avoid the disturbances. And then the third thing to help make your practice more effective is commitment. Just like going to the gym, if you only go once a week or once every couple of weeks, you're not going to make a lot of progress, I hate to tell you. But if you go a lot and regularly and consistently, you're going to start to see and feel the benefits a lot more quickly. It's the same with meditation. If you have a regular practice and you do it consistently and you're committed to it, even when you don't want to do it, you'll find the benefits will come a little quicker. So, enough of that. You may have heard a lot about meditation recently. It's getting lots of coverage. There's lots of studies being done. It's popping up in magazines and newspapers and gyms, all of this sort of stuff. And while there's a wide range of benefits, medically, psychologically, neurologically, everything, one of the main benefits, and what I'd like to share with you over these 31 days, is that this practice helps us to find more calm, clarity, and presence within, so that we can experience all the moments of our lives, whether they're good, bad, or otherwise, with more compassion and more joy. And I think the world could use a little bit more of that. So I'm hoping that this practice will help you move through the holiday season and have the merriest of seasons to really enjoy the spirit of this time of year. Okay. So one final suggestion. In this video and the following videos, I suggest you just note in your mind, or you can write it down, where the actual meditation practice starts. So that you can come back and skip the instruction and go right to the meditation on the consecutive days after I give the first meditation. And I think that's it. Each meditation will start with the sound of a bell. And when we end, you'll have 2 bells. Okay. So let's get started without further ado. So go ahead and take a seat. And again, you can be sitting on a cushion on the floor like I am. You can be sitting in a chair. You can be sitting on your couch. You can be sitting in your car. I've meditated lots in my car, maybe on a park bench. Just make sure you're sitting in a way that you can sit upright, that supports a long, tall spine and supports alertness, but also can be done with ease and a little bit of comfort. So go ahead and find your seat. Let your hands rest comfortably, maybe on your lap, maybe palms down on the thighs. You can gather the hands together, whatever works for you. And then gently close the eyes. And if you find that it's not comfortable to close the eyes, you can have them half open. Just make sure it's a soft downward gaze. So go ahead and close your eyes. Sit tall. Relax your shoulders. Soften the jaw. And relax your eyes behind the eyelids. And as you sit, begin to notice the body. Notice the weight of your hips and legs as you sit. Notice any sensations that you feel immediately in the body, maybe the temperature of the air around you, or any tingling or vibration. Bring your awareness to the environment around you and notice any sounds that you hear. Notice the sounds that you hear furthest away first. And you don't need to identify the sounds, just notice them. And then you might notice the sounds that are a little closer, maybe inside the room that you're in. Notice if there's any feelings or thoughts that come to mind. Noticing your mood, if you're excited, anticipation, maybe you're feeling tired, maybe a little sadness, maybe a little joy. Just notice what's there. And then notice the breath. Feel the breath as it moves into the body. You might feel this at the tip of the nose as the air enters the nostrils. Maybe you feel it whooshing along the nostrils to the back of the throat. You might feel the chest rise and the ribs get wider as you inhale. Maybe the belly expands. And then as you exhale, you might notice the belly gently move back toward the spine, the chest soften down towards the heart, and the breath move again out the throat and the nose. So just tuning into the sensation and the rhythm of your breath. So breathing in and out of the nose, not the mouth. Noticing if the breath is fast or slow. If it's shallow or deep. If it's smooth and even as you inhale and exhale. Or if there's any little catches in the breath. And if you feel like you have a hard time finding the breath, I suggest you just bring a hand to the belly. It's a really nice way to just start to tune into the breath as it moves under your hand. So as you inhale, you'll gently feel the belly expand and rise. And as you exhale, you'll feel the breath move out underneath your hand. So just do that a few times. You can even bring a hand to the chest. And as you bring this curious and kind awareness to the qualities of the breath, you may notice that there's still sounds around you, that there may still be thoughts that come into your mind. You may still feel sensations in the body. That's no problem. Just notice that all the waves of your experience, all the content of your immediate moment in this life can rise and fall around you while you still stay present and aware of the breath. So just feel another few full breaths as you breathe in and out. Bring just a little deeper sense of presence to the body and the breath. And notice if there's any sense of calm that you're starting to feel in the mind or the body. And then release the hands if you still have them on your belly or your chest. And know that you can bring this sense of mindful presence to any moment of your life throughout your days. So go ahead and gently open your eyes, taking in the room, the environment around you. And just take a second to notice if you feel any different than when you started. Maybe it's just a little more sense of calm. Maybe it's just a little more awareness of what's going on inside you, outside the room, inside the room. And then go ahead and head off into your day with that deeper sense of presence, that deeper sense of mindfulness. So that's the end of our practice for today. Please try that today, and you can do it as many times as you like throughout the day. And if you can, practice it on Saturday and Sunday as well, at least once. And then tune back in on Monday at 7 a.m. and we will start with meditation number 2. All right, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining. I look forward to spending this next month of December with you. Namaste.